I'll just explain what is Pratikraman so that all of you can understand. Pratikraman means or whatever mistakes you do, then to clear that mistake, if you don't want to create new karma of that mistake, and you have to wipe out that karma, for that you have to do Pratikraman. It's very effective and it gives immediate result. First of all, immediate you will find peace inside. For example, you suppose you hurt someone. So vibrations comes inside that you have hurted someone. You feel something bad inside. Whatever has done is not good. So but what to do next you don't know. So you stop there, or your intellect shows some wrong way that, okay, whatever I have done, but I was not meant. Whatever I said, I was not meant. And that guy has taken wrongly and he has made big issue of my small thing. So what can I do? It's not my fault, but it's that guy's fault. So instead of taking on your head, you again put another's head. That's wrong. Once you realize that someone is hurted by you, then it's finished. But then you are eligible to do Pratikraman if you want to clear your all bad karmas. Don't see anybody else's fault. See your own fault. And start doing Pratikraman immediately when you get realization that someone has been hurted by you. So then how will you do that Pratikraman? Suppose your mom has been hurted by you, so you will feel that mom is hurted. So ask forgiveness, feel sorry, repent whatever you have done or whatever you have said. Because you hurt by your speech or by your thoughts or your action. So 3 way of hurting someone. So by any way you suppose you have hurted your mom, then you start doing Pratikraman. First of all, see your mom as a pure soul. So ask pure soul inside your mom that whatever done by me is wrong. Please forgive me and give me strength so that I should not do it again. You can do it in your mind only. You should not have to go and say in person and one-to-one all the time. Suppose some major event has been happened, then you go and say in person, one-to-one, ask forgiveness in person. But just small things happen in the day-to-day life. There just you do in your mind only. From morning till you go to bed, keep on doing this Pratikraman whenever you find your mistakes. And you will find every now and then you are doing mistakes. You are hurting, your anger, lust, greed, pride, they are also there and they also create karmas. So whenever you find any one of the four, just do Pratikraman. Pratikraman is very simple, but it's important to realize that whatever you have done is wrong. And as you do more and more Pratikraman, you feel yourself light and light, lighter and lighter. And not only that, your mom or anybody you have hurted, that person will also feel free from all vibrations which you have sent or you have hurted to that person. No grudge in that person also for you. That's very important. But you have to do it, not once or twice. If someone has been hurted deeply, then you have to do more and more. Many times, several times. Till inside you feel that everything is okay, fine. If pinching is continuous, then you should continue doing Pratikraman. But there is no pinching, you feel easiness inside, then you stop doing Pratikraman.
So you are practicing 5 principle that helps you. Very important part. We want to clear all files. If we hurt anybody, then he may take revenge, and that is a bondage of karma, and that we have to finish in next life. And we don't want to continue our life cycle in this earth. We want to finish all karma, and we want to reach to ultimate moksha, salvation. So we have to clear all files, not necessary within one day only, slowly, slowly, slowly. But you have to keep in mind that I want to clear this file, I want to clear this file. And they are only hardly 3, 4, 5, 8, 10. And in day-to-day life, we have to check whether in the morning to night, we have to check whether anybody is hurt in connection with me, somebody may hurt or not. If he's hurt, then we have to do Pratikraman for that. So that every day we have to check. And by whose mistake we should not check. He is under fault, it is my fault. We have to accept, if I hurt anybody, it is 100% my mistake. Then we will keep inside awareness that I am pure soul, Chandi has done this mistake. And ask Chandi to do Pratikamana. But all the time we have to find out 100% fault of our file number 1. Because every evidence is due to, they are giving effect to us due to our causes. We have made some cause, that's why this effect we have to suffer. And he is one of the evidence for giving this effect. And if somebody hurt us, then also we have to do same thing. He is 100% not responsible, fault is of the sufferer. We have to ask, you are suffering, so it is your fault. But you are not conversation, you are doing conversation with Chandi only. You are suffering, so it is your fault. Accept it, credit it, and don't blame anybody. Dada Bhagwan says, both the time you have to do Pratikraman. If you hurt anybody, then also you have to do Pratikraman. Somebody hurt us, then also we have to do Pratikraman. Why? Because due to my effect, you are doing causes, you become angry on me, so you are charging new karma due to my evidence. So for that we have to do Pratikraman. And if we hurt, suppose we become angry on anybody, it is open fault. It is our open fault. That's why we have to do Pratikraman. So both the way, if somebody hurt us or we hurt anybody, we have to do Pratikraman. And if we do Pratikraman, that is, it won't, our whole mistake, complete mistake will not go away. Only one layer of our mistake will go away. Same mistake may repeat again after some time. We have to do Pratikraman second time. Means your pure soul, Chandi has to do Pratikraman second time, third time, fourth time. Slowly, suppose some mistake has 50 layer, so we have to do 50 times Pratikraman. Some mistake has only 5 layer, so within 5 times Pratikraman it will completely go away. And in between husband and wife, 50,000 layer. It will take more time to clear our file. So don't hesitate, do Pratikraman again and again, again and again. It will take time, but we now got the procedure how to dissolve our anger, pride, deceit, all this greed, how to dissolve? Because, see, behavior is not actually really hurting anybody. Our anger, pride, due to that enemies, we are doing bad karma and somebody may hurt. So really, if we do pratikraman, suppose your word came out and somebody may hurt, then what we are doing? First step, oh, this is my speech is wrong. I should not tell like this. I am doing pratikraman for this. This is first step. Second step, we have to find out why this speech has came out. Due to some pride, due to some greed, or there is some opinion for that person, negative opinion. So we have to introspection, do inside and find out what is exactly cause and do pratikraman on that cause. Oh, this is my pride, this is my ego, this is my belief that I am something, that's why I hurt this person. So two step, one physical mistake, if you observe, we have to do immediately pratikraman. And in Samayik, he says there's an introspection, at least it is for 10 minutes to 50 minutes. Minimum 10 minutes and maximum 50 minutes, it is called as a period of Samayik or say introspection. So it is not meditation at all. But this is by this introspection, you are coming in position of pure soul. You are become a knower and seer of your file number one. And whatever mistake file number one has done, if we see and know, automatically that will dissolve. One more step we are doing inside. We are asking Chandi to do pratikraman. Because discharge ego is there. Discharge intellect is also there. So he has to do pratikraman for behavior, speech or bad thoughts. So we are going by scientific approach to dissolve our mistakes and for awareness of our pure soul. This is a scientific approach. Just we are not, oh, whatever I have done, it is my mistake. Not at all. Which mistake? By which mistake this wrong speech came out or wrong behavior done or wrong thoughts are coming. So find out that mistake and dissolve that mistake. And how to dissolve that anger, lust or pride or whatever came out? By 5 principles. This is 5 principle is a remedy for any mistake, any kind of problem. So apply 5 principle. Oh, I have not seen as a pure soul. Whatever he has done, I believe that he is really doer, but he is really not doer. His pure soul is not doer at all. His relative part is also one of the evidence, not whole and soul doer. It is discharge atoms. So scientific circumstantial evidence are the doer. And why this scientific circumstantial evidence occurs? Due to my causes. We are responsible for whatever happened in this relation with everybody. So find out our fault, do pratikraman on that and try to apply 5 principles. I want to dissolve my files, I want to clear my files, I want ultimate liberation. Ultimate liberation is our final goal. Then only we can remain in our awareness of pure soul, awareness of 5 principles. So every day, at least 10-15 minutes, we have to introspection. We have to do introspection and find out from whole day, from morning to evening, is there any mistake I have done? Find out and dissolve it by practicing 5 principles. And decide I want to try to practice every day 5 principles more and more. So this is technique Dada has given. Now we have to follow that technique for solving our mistake, anger, pride, deceit, all greed. Sometimes what happened? Some person, for that person, we have continuously bad thoughts, negative thoughts are coming. Why? Because he may done some insult to us. So our ego hurt That's why that continuously negative thoughts are coming for them. So we are doing Pratikraman for negative thoughts only. But if we find out which is real root cause, then ego means you become Chandi. That's why you feel he has done my insult. But if you apply first two principles, it is with Chandi, not with me. I am pure soul. So slowly, slowly, if you practice five principles, your first mistake here only, involvement with Chandi, involvement with mind, involvement with speech, involvement with behavior, involvement with ego, intellect. This is biggest mistake. And here you can apply first two principles as well as you can do conversation with Chandi. Why you are suffering? This fault must be yours only because you are suffering. He is one of the evidence for you. So like that, if you do conversation, you can be remain separate from Chandi, and slowly, slowly your awareness of pure soul will increase. So you will be free from all suffering. And if you separate from Chandi, discharge ego also dissolves. Because discharge ego, due to wrong belief, it gets supported. If you become separate from discharge ego, you are not giving any protection, so automatically it will also dissolve. So this is total spiritual science. Just like 2H plus O, you will get result of water. If one atom changes from 1H plus 1O, you won't get water, it becomes hydrogen peroxide. 2H plus 2O, hydrogen monoxide, peroxide, but you are not getting result of water. So in this physical science, if there is a change of one atom, we are not getting result. In spiritual science, if a wrong belief, only one wrong belief occurs, whole suffering will start. You change your wrong belief, you will get inner happiness. So this is also really science. And Dada Bhagwan, if you study Dada's speech, for every event he has think so much, and he has found out what is the real principle, what is reality behind this is happening. And he solved every event by pure understanding. But for each and every variety of problem, he has different understanding, and he came out from all problem, he dissolved his problem and he become Jnani. You can also become Jnani by solving our all mistakes, all our problem by this spiritual science. And if not a single evidence, not a single person can depress you, can make any stress to you or make any worry to you, then you are free from all worldly problems. You become Jnani. So we can also reach to that ultimate stage of pure soul by applying this knowledge, this principle. This is 5 principle is just fundamental principles. But for supporting each and every principle, there is big science. And Dada Bhagwan has he has explained in details. For only scientific circumstantial evidence, 800 page is explanation. Detail, so many questions came from questioner, and Dada Bhagwan has given these answers. But so we are just basic fundamental things you are getting here, but slowly you have to go, you have to create interest and go deep in this science. Then you feel all the time happiness, free from all worldly problems. And I am also having the same. I have started in 1971. I am practicing this 5 principle and study Dada's science. We have enough speech, more than 400 hours, 4,000 hours, more than 7,000 hours speech of Dada. And total scientific explanation for each and every event of this world. Why this is happening, how to remain in pure soul. If you see somebody is killing somebody, still you can remain in pure soul and still your vision will be flawless. But how to keep that flawless vision? It is totally given by different explanation by Dada Bhagwan. And if we study deeply in science, then we will definitely get permanent happiness all the time. With remain this worldly problem remain as it is. We never feel inside any trouble, any unhappiness, uncomfort. So deep, we want to go deep. That's why we are giving you chance. Ask so many questions, get your understanding clear and free from all worldly worries and tensions.
I have a question about the role and the right amount of the remorse or the regret in Pratikraman, because I certainly know the feeling of having made a mistake and feeling very guilty about it, and then also feeling, inwardly like apologizing and so on. But it seems to me that so far, it seems to me in my experience with Pratikraman, I also have to have the awareness of the pure soul that is completely innocent, that never hurt anybody, like we also say in the Charan Vidhi, and see file number one, doing the Pratikraman, having the remorse. It seems like there has to be a balance, because otherwise this feeling of guilt never seemed to have helped to resolve anything. And actually, it seems like if there's only the guilt, then it's very likely that the mistake is perpetuated. So could you please speak about the role of the regret, and how much is the right amount? How do we recognize that there's the right amount of feeling sorry for the mistake genuinely, but in such a way that it helps to resolve, to dissolve the mistake and not to repeat it again?
But whenever you feel, if you hurt somebody, you can see suppose somebody hurt by you. Whenever he feel whatever pain inside, uncomfort inside, the intensity of uncomfort is we have to observe, and according to that we have to do our sorry feel.
So could it be said that the remorse is really being touched by the suffering of the other person, like being really affected in one's heart?
Yeah. According to we have to do more heartily pratikraman. If it is just he doesn't feel anything, so you are doing light pratikraman, and he feels so much depth, he feel too much pain inside, his insult, his ego is broken, then you have to do more pratikraman for them. And when your pratikraman finish, you will automatically feel his normal behavior with you. So if there is normal behavior, then our pratikraman finish. No attachment, no attraction, no repulsion.
If it is with people with whom I no longer have personal contact, there seems to come a point in Pratikraman when the memory of that person just brings up feelings of love in myself, and there seems to be no charge. Would that be a good?
Yeah. So really, your first question, he says that when you sorry feel for that your mistake, but it is every sorry feeling we have to see there are 3 steps. I have committed this mistake is first step. I feel sorry for that is second step, and third step, I don't want to do this mistake. Please give me strength not to do this mistake again. So every sorry feeling after that immediately you have to go for asking strength. Please give me strength not to do this. If you feel, oh, I have done very wrong, if guilty feel, sorry feel, then it may go towards depression. So we don't want the depression. We want to come out from mistake, but we are not happy for that. So we should feel sorry for that, but not too much guilty for that. Because now you are separated from Christian. You have to just say Christian, do Pratikraman. So he will do 3 steps again. And we are more stronger for not doing this mistake again. And please give me strength. I should not repeat this mistake. So on second step we are not sticking up. On third stage we are sticking up. We want to remain strong or not to do this mistake again. Otherwise, that guilty feel is It is how much we have to do that for that. If you are happy for hurting anybody, that's why we are unwinding that happiness. This is wrong, this is wrong, this is wrong. Once you feel this is wrong, then don't go further. Then third step, go immediately. No, I don't want to do this. Please give me strength. But Christian will ask for that, and you are observer of Christian. So scientifically we are going. Not only we want to wash our mistake, but we are it's limited. We are doing how much we have to do. Guilty feel. If you suppose if you feel there is no mistake, such I don't feel this is my mistake. So then you have to feel guilty. You have to ask the Christian to you feel guiltiness. Why you are not feeling that? Once you feel guiltiness, then stop it. Now be strong for not to do this mistake again.
During when we do pratikraman of any of the files, like a past friends or somebody who have are not in contact with us right now. But then what happens is once we remember them and we remember the mistakes or anything, whatever the attachment, more whatever we have with them, and then do pratikram, those things are again and again coming in mind that you have done this wrong, 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 wrong. Okay. Now, still we ask for we do pratikraman, we ask for forgiveness, and we say that we will not do the mistakes again. But still, it comes and comes and comes. So what should we do?
You have to understand this, there are so many layers. Deep, if you notice something deeply, so that mistake is having so much layers. Not only 5, 10 layers, about 100, 200 layers. Don't worry for that. Sit down and do 1 hour. Sit down for 1 hour and do pratikon more and more. But don't be depressed or any feeling inside, oh, I have done wrong, guilty feel. Only this is wrong, I should not repeat this mistake. Please give me. And find out one more thing. Why? See, suppose somebody, you are having negative thoughts for somebody. So behind that ego hurt. So what is root cause behind that? Find out. Once you find out, then settle with 5 principle. This is with relative, I am real. Whatever happen is result. It is result of past karma. Nobody is individual doer. Like that, you solve that your wrong belief. Automatically, that whole bunch of mistake will dissolve immediately.
Okay. Now, after doing pratikraman, understanding that okay, we have to remove the root cause, check what the root cause is, and then again, ask for forgiveness. Don't do it. Understand what the 5 agyaas.
Principles, yeah.
Okay, so the pictures of those people coming in, those files coming in, okay, and remembering them, so that will go off
Yeah,
after
then
all the stages of it's gone.
see them as a pure soul, and whatever their relative part done by circumstantial evidence only, it is that karmic account of what's your name?
Bina.
Bina. So it is whatever karmic account of Bina is settling down. So slowly your understanding is clear. Automatically mistake is you can wash out your all mistake within short time. And don't worry, if it is coming again, then do 1 more hour for them. Because sometimes our intellect gives deep opinion about them. And by reaction, if do pratikraman say 10 times, 15 times, still your opinion is having 200 layers. And you are doing only 15, 20 times. So you have to do more times. So we want to wash out our mistake and keep separation and ask Bina to do pratikraman. And you can read Dada's book, Flawless Vision, Pratikraman, Fault of the Sufferer, like that. You can read that books. You will get more solution about what happened with the files, how to solve that problem. You'll get some master key from Dada's book.
Thank you.
I have a clarification on Pratikramam. It's very clear that it's necessary to do Pratikramam when I've made a mistake or hurt somebody. But also it's necessary to do Pratikramam when somebody's hurt me, correct? Is
Yeah,
that because the fault is with the sufferer, and that there had been a previous cause in
yeah,
the past life, and that's why that hurt is coming back?
yeah.
So
Whatever we have sent something, it is coming back now. So we have to accept, we have to credit it, and don't blame again for them.
is it also necessary to do pratikramam because I was a nimit for the other person to
Yeah,
charge
bad
demerit
karma.
karma?
Yeah, correct.
So there's two reasons.
Two reasons. Yes, correct.
Okay.
Jai Sachidanand Deepakbhai. Whenever Parul hurts somebody by speech or behavior, Parul does pratikraman. But I find myself committing the same mistake again and again. Does that undo the pratikraman to the same person in the past? Does that undo all the pratikramans to the same person in the past?
No, no. See, there are so many layers of each and every mistakes. Thousands of layers, sometimes 5,000 layers, sometimes 3 layers only. If there are 3 layers, if you do 3 times pratikraman, then that will go away. And if 500 layers, then 500 times you have to do pratikraman. So every pratikraman, it removes 1 layer of mistake. So there are sticky file, 5,000 layer may be there. So you have to do again and again pratikraman. Don't feel that whatever we have done pratikraman, we have not correctly done. It is not like that. Whatever we are doing with intention, with apology, with forgiveness, so automatically 1 layer will go away. But one more thing I can explain you. So there are mistake has so many stage level. So suppose just I explained by your negative speech. If you hurt anybody, then you are doing pratikraman for negative speech. But behind that negative speech, there is negative opinion. So behind that negative opinion, intellect protects always. So ego is there. I am right. So due to that ego, whatever somebody may hurt, that at that time your intellect will give negative opinion for that person. Is wrong. Is always wrong. I am always right. So due to negative opinion, your speech is negative. So when your speech is negative, you have to find out negative opinion, and behind that negative opinion there is negative ego, or I am something, I am right, I am always right. That ego is there. Now that ego is with Parul. Now that ego, once you dissolve that ego, you have to, with Prajna Shakti, you will show Parul that you are believing that I am always right, but you have done mistake here. So find out what are the mistake done by Parul, and always shows that mistake to Parul. So when she believes that I am right, at that time you have to show you are wrong so and so times, so many times. So your believing is totally not correct. So at that time ego dissolves, and that ego dissolves automatically. Wrong opinion, wrong speech, everybody will break away. It will go away. So once that ego 100% dissolves, automatically your whole mistake will not repeat again and again. So we have to find out what is real root cause of outer mistakes by speech or say intellect. Behind that ego is there. And one more thing, I am Parul and I am right. So here again that awareness is there. Oh, I am not Parul, I am pure soul, and I am not right or wrong. Parul is right or wrong. And Parul is really right always? No. She may do mistakes so many times. So she is believing that I am right. That ego, we have to fracture that ego. But once we have to keep separate ourselves. Oh, I am pure soul. I am not Parul. First awareness this. Then second step. So first level of ego we have to dissolve. Oh, I am not Parul. I am pure soul. Then second stage of ego is there. Oh, I am always right. Then make that all how you are believing that I am always right. You are so many times you have done so and so mistake. You are not right always. You may be wrong. So at that time your ego dissolves, Parul's ego dissolves, and that helps. So many layers of mistake automatically get dissolved. So there are 2 3 stages: outer means speech, opinion, and belief. 3 level we have to remove. then your mistake totally go away, and then it will not be repeat again. So like that, we have to remove root cause of all mistakes. Root cause.
Okay, my question is, uh, how many accounts actually one person have? Because before we start to think about all of this, we actually don't know how many accounts we have.
Accounts, no one can
And
understand how many accounts you can have.
yeah,
It's countless.
yeah,
When they come in front of you, then only you can know that, oh, this account I had already opened before. So when they come, when the account comes in front of you, then you have to clear it. Before you can't know that. How can you know that how many accounts you are having right now? But the files, file number 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever files you are having, those are visible accounts which have already come in front of you. You have to clear them. So find out those files and try to clear them first. These are the gross files, but subtle files are inside file number 1 in the form of anger, lust, greed, pride, mind, intellect, ego. This is all your file number 1's. This included in your file number 1's account. So you have to clear this also. One by one by one. One by one, one by one. So whatever comes, suppose you write, sometime you find you are angry, you are mad. So you should start watching your own anger inside. Why you were mad? What was the reason? What was the intention behind this anger? Then you will find the reason, and once you know the reason, then the anger will slowly go away. So there are so many reasons for anger. So you have to find out. By introspection, we do this thing. We find out what is going on inside in file number 1. You understand? These are all your accounts. And what will come from within, nobody knows. So when you watch inside, then you only will know what is inside. So no need to count. Just clear it.
I know about Pratikraman, but I know that Dada Sri has given us 2 weapons. One is Pratikraman, the second one is Samayik. I'm looking forward to doing Samayik, which is the meditation. Can you just give us a little bit of insight into how to do the Samayik and how to wash off the karmas?
Samayik is nothing but introspection. So what we have to introspect? What's your name?
Niru.
Niru. So whatever Niru has done mistake, suppose she become angry on somebody. So we know only that angry part. We don't know what are the causes behind that. So initially what we are doing, I have hurt you by angry, I'm sorry for that, I don't want to do this, please forgive me, please give me strength not to do this mistake again. So this is called Pratikraman. If you hurt anybody, then apology for that and decide I don't want to hurt again. So this is only Pratikraman when you hurt anybody. Now further part is remaining. Why this mistake is coming again and again? So this may have some doership or something, your attachment, your expectations with somebody. So if you find out subtlest level which are the mistakes, and that introspection done in the Samayik. Why I am doing, means why Niru is doing so and so with that person again and again. Is there any more? Is there any attachment? Is there any expectations? Is there any hatred? Is there any pride? Or is there any doership or wish I want something, so some expectations? So if you find out what are the causes for this mistake or this action, that we can see in Samayik. And when you observe that mistake of Niru, automatically that layer will go away, because you are knower and seer in the property of pure soul. When you observe the relative mistakes, so you will be coming out from that mistake, your awareness will increase, and slowly the causes of that mistake will go away. So we want, suppose your bad speech is coming out, you hurt somebody with your speech. So at that time, what we are looking, I have done wrong word, I have used this wrong word, this is wrong, this is wrong. But really, why this bad speech is coming out? Behind that, there are opinions for that person. So due to negative opinion, negative speech is coming out. So you don't know about negative opinion. You just see that I have this, my words is not good. I should not say this word. But why again after some days, when that person comes in contact with you, your negative speech will come out. Your thoughts is also negative sometimes for that person. Your behavior is also negative for that person. But we don't know why this is happening. In introspection, we are searching why this is happening. And if we find out, oh, this is negative opinion, due to negative opinion for that person, I am speaking negative speech or thoughts or doing all these negative things. So why this is, and how to change that opinion with that 5 principle: adjust everywhere, fault is of the sufferer, whatever happen is justice, avoid clashes. These are the supporting knowledge to change your negative opinion to positive opinion. Suppose somebody, Mr. Series, so he is doing wrong. So you are believing that he is doing wrong. But he is not doer, because relatively he is Shiris, but really he is a pure soul. So we can separate, pure soul is separate, Shiris is separate. Whatever Shiris has done, it is relative, it is result of scientific circumstantial evidence. So slowly, what we are believing is a wrong person, that is my wrong, a negative opinion, I will change my negative opinion. So once my negative opinion changes, automatically my speech, thoughts and action will change. So by introspection, we are changing our negative opinions towards positive. Or further, we see relative as non-doer is one of the evidence, and real is pure soul. By visualizing pure soul, everybody is a pure soul, we are also changing our negative opinions or positive opinions also. So by introspection, we are removing our mistake of subtlest level.
Now, will we be able to see it as a movie, like in?
It is we see initial period. It may not come. We have to try to recollect what happened, why this is happening. Then once your all coverings broken away, then automatically it will come like a film.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this is again. So not suppose your negative speech for one person. So you will find out why this negative speech coming for one person. Is there any other person is there in my life? Oh, same thing happened with my mom also. Same thing, I become angry on my father also, my brother also, my kids also. So this is something, so many times mistake is there, so many times it is happening in my worldly relation. So that is, once you find out what are the mistakes, and in subtlest level, if you search this mistake, then automatically it will, like a film, it will come out, and your vision will search where this mistake happened again and again. And at that time, when you see as a separate thing, Niru, she has done this mistake, and I'm knower, I'm pure soul. So in stage of pure soul, when you visualize your mistake, automatically it will dissolve. So that will happen afterwards.
So,
I was wondering, in Samayik, it's just a seeing of the mistakes. Is then when I was seeing it, I wasn't sure then if Alicia should do Pratikraman in addition to that, or
Yes,
just the seeing was enough?
seeing is enough, but for sticky file or say if somebody hurt, so for them we are doing special Pratikraman, means Alicia will do Pratikraman. And see, for Samayik, when we are in saying stage, it is we are analyzing more detail. Why this happened with this person? Depth we are going. At the time we have to just see and observe what are the mistakes we are finding out. Root cause of the mistake. Otherwise, this Pratikraman is for if you hurt anybody, then only you have to do Pratikraman. Otherwise, for morning to night, we have to just see what Alicia has done.
In the Samayik, will help to see the tumors?
Yeah, Samayik helps tremendously. You can clear these thoughts very speedily. And not only that, but you are aware of your mind, the pattern of your mind, which thoughts come more and more. That means that tumor is big. So you can be aware for that big thoughts, big tumor of mind. So awareness also you can improve. And in Samayik, when you observe, that means you see and know, that time direct knowledge of your pure soul come.